Hello everyone and welcome to the Wrangler 500 at Talladega Super Speedway. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a boost from our last two races. I am going to open the booth here in a moment, and let my other people in. And here we are. We are currently live. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Wrangler 500. What a day it is today.
Yes, it is. May I say something?
Sure.
Welcome, race fans, to the biggest, fattest track on the NASCAR schedule. 2.66 miles of holding your breath, 188 laps, 500 miles. It's going to be quite the race today. Welcome to Talladega.
It's gonna be a good one. I mean, we have 14 cars now. If anyone here is interested in wanting to become a part of Vanderlyn Motorsports, if you can contact one of us, we have a Google form that you can fill out, and graciously given to us by Grant, which I must say, thank you a lot. Thanks a bunch, man. I'm very thankful that you did that for us. But anyways, do you guys want to go over our Pocono race from last time?
Well,
Because
sure. Go for it.
I will tell
Michigan.
you, it was quite a race. It was interesting. I mean, oh shoot. So something I did not realize is that I didn't. I need to remake something. One moment. Um. So.
Okay, I can talk about the Michigan race if you want to.
Well, I'm going to bring up. I just need to do something real quick. Um. Here, I think you guys can see it now. But this race was one of our well, it was the first race with one of our few recaps. We had a few new drivers during this race, if y'all will remember. Um, and something really unfortunate happened at the beginning. And I think during this race we were going to talk about it. If I can speed this up a little bit, look what happened to the number 97. The, while coming off of pit road, the number 9 pits the 97 almost immediately, which put the 97 a lap down basically for the entire race. But in contrast, the number 9 also had an engine failure. So it was kind of ironic how that happened, huh?
Yes, it was. It was
Yeah.
karma at its finest. And, if that number 97 didn't go a lap down, he probably would have been very competitive because even though he was a lap down, he was still able to maintain the pace of the lead pack. And the race at Michigan was a very, very competitive race. High speeds, well over 200 miles an hour entering turn one at Michigan. Drafting, slingshot passes. As a matter of fact, I would say out of any race so far, this race had the most lead changes out of any race that we've had. And today we're racing at Talladega Super Speedway, so we can only imagine how many lead changes we'll see today. And yeah, there was also very aggressive racing, 2, 3, even at 1.4 wide at 4 wide racing after a restart. Just very, very competitive racing. And the cars that were really in the mix were the 98, the 95, and
The
what's the other
17.
one? The 17. Yeah, the 17 car made its debut at Michigan and was a very, very strong car. Unfortunately, got passed with like 3 laps to go, I think. Actually,
No,
no.
it was on the
White.
final lap. If
It
I
was a
rem-
white flag lap.
I believe it was no wait, it might have been the 198. It might have been
197. It might have been coming to 3 laps to go. Yeah. Yep.
yeah,
This was
two
yeah, this
laps.
was
Actually, no, it was on the final lap. The 98 made its last pass on the 17, taking the lead from it, and the 19 even tried to make this pass on the 17, but the 17 held that second place spot and would, in the final standings, would stay there for right now at least.
yes, and you know what? It was very interesting to see this race because Michigan, albeit not a super speedway like Daytona and Talladega, you still had to hold back. Even though you thought you had the momentum, even if you didn't get the pass made, then you get freight trained by 2 or 3 cars, and we did see that where a car would try and make a pass on the inside, going to the corner. They wouldn't get the pass made on corner exit. They would get freight trained because everybody would be lined up in a 3 or 4 car draft, single line. And so you had to time out your draft and you had to catch the leader off guard. You had to get out of his mirror and catch him off guard to make the pass. So very, very entertaining racing, very aggressive racing, but no big crashes. Uh, as yeah, no big crashes. The yeah, but today we're racing on Talladega Super Speedway. You can anticipate more pack racing, more drafting. Uh, Everything that we saw in Michigan turned up to 11. It is going to be in one heck of a race today.
That is true, and honestly, I'm here for it. I mean, this is going to be there's only one way to see how this is going to end, and I think I speak for most of us when I say that this is going to be interesting to see. This is our first super speedway race.
Yes. Yep.
So,
Yes, all three. So we raced at 3 different tracks so far, all above 2 miles. The Pocono Raceway, that being 2.5 miles in distance, but in a triangle shaped form. And then we raced at Michigan, a large D shaped oval. And then we are racing here at Talladega, which is the biggest track on the NASCAR schedule at 2.66 miles long. Just a skosh bit longer than Daytona. And the interesting thing about Talladega rather than Daytona is that in Daytona, the start finish line is in the trioval, right in the middle of the trioval. Here at Talladega, the finish line is down near the entrance to turn one almost. And so we've seen in real life NASCAR racing passes happen right in the trioval, and we've seen photo finishes coming to the line. So expect to see whoever is leading on the white flag, don't count it because they may not be leading when they come through the trioval and they're looking at the start finish line. That is what Talladega is known for, and it's also known as the wild card track. Realistically, anyone could win today. Uh, we'll see. We'll see drafting, aerodynamic blocking. You might even see a attempted pass below the yellow line, which we'll have to see how we officiate that. But yeah, it is. We're gonna see some very entertaining racing today. It's gonna be fun. Now, another thing to look out for is what is known as the big one, and it just happens. 2 cars get together. All the cars are drafting in a very tight pack. Could take out a significant part of the leaders. So hopefully these guys race aggressively, but race with their heads, and don't put their cars into any compromising positions.
oh, you never know. I will tell you there was a bit of drama after last race. One thing that happened that not a lot of people know is that the driver of the 17, we were doing interviews, and he told me that he's going to drive more aggressive this race. He's going to drive as aggressive as he can, and he's not going to give up that. He's not giving up that win. He refuses to. He doesn't want to. He he said he's here to win, and if he doesn't, then he's going to be extremely disappointed.
Well, it's Aggression is a double-edged sword here at Talladega. It can get you up front, but it can also take you out of this race.
Drivers, to your cars.
All it takes is a hook in the rear bumper, and you're either nosed in the outside wall or you're sliding across the infield and bam into the inside wall. So you want to be aggressive here at Talladega, but you
Don't want to be too
better
aggressive.
consider how to manage it.
You want to be aggressive, but you don't want to be too aggressive.
No, absolutely not. And that just goes for racing in general. Aggression is fine, but having the patience and using your head uh, is what separates the rookies from the veterans. So
That is true.
I spoke with Team Steel City, both 66 and 90 or 97 they both told me that they wanted to finish the race within decent time. And the first race, 66, his engine blew itself out, and 97 was a lap behind last race. So they're both hoping to at least finish the race on good positions.
Yes.
We're hoping that I would like to see. Listen, I'm just saying. I would like to see those Pittsburgh cars go to victory lane today. Like, and I mean, I don't know exactly how they're gonna do because the race hasn't started yet. But I do want to hear your guys' predictions on who do you guys want to win and who do you think has a good chance of getting through.
I want the 1776 car to win. One of the new cars.
Oh, that's right. We have two new racers entering this race. The number 11 and the 76. They are on Team Lakeshore. And I hope you guys I'll be honest, their paint schemes look really good. And I've heard good things from both of these Erie-based drivers.
Hey, AJ.
Yes.
Earn the points because they don't seem to be doing too well right now. So I'm hoping.
Well, no, because they entered late, their point standings are the same as Lakeshore's, which, if I remember, because he did not finish the last race, they are both at 200 points.
Good seeing you. Yeah.
Okay. So AJ, I just want to bring something to your attention. I'm
Yes?
looking at the race length. It's set to 19 laps.
Oh no, that's happy hour. I just have it set on happy hour right now. If I for those of you who don't know, I'm live streaming the game right now. I'm just looking back at stuff right now. See, oh, that's not good. Let me change that real quick.
Yeah, that was.
There we go.
Ooh.
This is gonna be a long race.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to cut anyone off that was speaking, but I just wanted to bring that to AJ's attention before we got too far along.
No, I'm glad you brought that to my attention because that could have been bad. But yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm still trying to get used to this. But so far, do you guys want to hear the point standings as of right now?
Yeah.
Okay. One moment. I need to get the last two drivers in the point standings. Okay. The top of our points list is Seth, the 98, with 345 points. The 38 is in second, tied with the 29 for 310 points. The 95 and the 75 are also tied with 300 points. The 97 and the 43 are also tied with 285 points. The 19 and the 17 are tied with 270 points. The 86 to the 9 for the 86 has 240 points. The 66 has 260 points. The 76, the 11, and the 9 all have 200. It's anyone's game. It's anyone's game right now.
It is. The point standings could really change here post Talladega, and and I think that you got to think about this is the way that we're racing. We're racing with a full season style points format. This is not the NASCAR chase where you win one race and you're locked into a postseason 10 race chase. You have to be consistent finishes across all races. And so, do you play it safe here at Talladega or do you go for the win? Some drivers like to hang out in the back for a large majority of the race and then get aggressive and trying to show up in the end. Some drivers like to get out front early and control the race and lead laps and get bonus points. But yeah, points racing is it's very interesting when it comes to a track like Talladega.
That is very true, and it appears we have a extra person in the booth with us. You're a little late, don't you think? This is
Hello.
Hello, Jesse.
Can you hear
Welcome to the booth. You are currently live. We are currently live right now. We did not expect you to get in here, but you know what? Hey, I ain't complaining.
Yep. Now for car specs, the cars racing at Talladega, at every other track, the cars race with a tapered spacer, and the tapered spacer is less restricted at most tracks. The cars race with about 670 horsepower. The cars today here at Talladega, because of the track's size and banking and the
Drivers,
cars being
to
really,
your
really slick aerodynamically, if the cars didn't have a tapered spacer on them, you would be seeing speeds north of 220 miles an hour. But the cars will be racing with a more with a smaller tapered spacer, and that is going to restrict the horsepower down to 550 horsepower. So you'd be seeing speeds max 195, maybe pushing 200 in the draft, but don't expect to see the speeds that we saw in Michigan just a week ago, where speeds entering turn one were 210 miles an hour or faster. Expect to see maybe 190, 195 in the draft today.
And if I remember correctly, this is a restrictor plate race.
This is a restrictor plate race, although NASCAR stopped using the restrictor plate after the Daytona 500 in 2019 and instead went to tapered spacers, which are very similar to restrictor plates, but just slightly different, since Talladega Spring in 2019.
Oh, I didn't know that, so that...
Yes.
Okay, well, that's news to me. Well, boys, it is almost 3 o'clock. We were kind of waiting for a buddy of ours, Jaden, to join us, but it appears he is not going to be able to make it. That, or he's going to join in the middle of it, which is also fine. This is going to be like a 2 to 3 hour thing, so he's got a while before he joins in.
Yep.
Anyways, boys, what do you say we get started? Thank you all for joining us. We should call this segment the so for those of you who are new, this replaced the former Yappington Central podcast. Maybe we should call this the Yappington Happy Hour.
Something like that. We can work on branding for that.
Yeah, but basically, how we're gonna start off with this before every race. That way, everyone who hasn't watched can get a little bit of a recap. But I also just want to thank our unofficial sponsor, Wrangler Jeans. This race is dedicated to the late Dale Earnhardt Sr., who did a very well. The Earnhardts always had a good reputation at Talladega, which is why when Wrangler approached us for a Earnhardt-inspired, an early Earnhardt-inspired race, we decided, why not? It'd be perfect send-off for one of the greatest stock car drivers of our time.
Yes.
Or not even our time.
Yes, for our father's time. And for further historical context, Wrangler Jeans has been sponsoring the Earnhardts for a long time. They first started Wrangler jeans first started sponsoring Dale Earnhardt Sr. in the early 1980s when he was driving for, please excuse any historical mistakes, Rod Osterlin Racing, and then Bud
That
Moore
sounds
and
right.
Childress Racing. So and Dale Earnhardt Sr. Dale Earnhardt Sr., Dale Earnhardt Jr. were both sponsored by Wrangler. Dale Earnhardt Jr. actually, when it came to the specific lines of Wrangler, Dale Earnhardt Sr. promoted the more Western line of Wrangler, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Promoted the more comfort level Wrangler jeans that you find at your local Walmart or other department stores. So,
Yeah. Honestly, Wrangler jeans I love them. I wear them all the time. They're one of my favorite brands. So you know what? I really am a Dale fan. All right, boys.
I'm literally wearing a pair of Wrangler jeans right now, so this is peak.
And with that,
anyways, let's get this race going.
To your cars.
here we are. I hope you guys like the new leaderboard system.
We aren't actually NASCAR. We're just, we're really just.
There's one thing I need to do real quick, because, there we go. Having the cheering in your ears just kind of sucks.
Alright.
But anyways, here are our point standings, or the standings for today's race. So,
29 pole.
that's true. Hold on. Again, still kind of new to this, so we'll just blame it on Fox. Here we have the 29 on the inside, 66 on the outside, the 76 on the inside, 38 on the outside, the 98 on the outside, the 86 on the inside, 43 on the inside, 11 on the outside. Hold on, the scoreboard's in the way.
95.
Not the 9. Oh, the 97. Oh, the 97 on the outside, the number 9 on the inside, 17 on the inside, and 19 on the outside. Look at this field.
Yes, and so one car that I'm going to keep my eye on is the number 38 car of AJ. If you go back and watch the Pocono race, you would know that the 38 car led a majority, the first half of that race, until getting wrecked out by the 95, who was a lap down. And so, and the 29 car almost won that race. As a matter of fact, the 29 car, the 38, those two cars have been in the sniff of the last two races. And so I'm sure those two guys are hungry for wins. The 43 car was the inaugural winner of this series, winning the first race at Pocono after chasing down the 29 car, passing him with only a few laps to go. So, and I should also bring to attention that this field consists of Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, and Toyota. Now, there's only one Toyota in this field, and so a majority of the cars are of the big three auto manufacturers. So there's only one Toyota out here today. We'll see if he can hang with the other manufacturers.
Honestly, this is a little bit of biased aside. I've heard a lot of promise from that Toyota, so I am hoping that it does alright, but also, as an American, I have to root for the American manufacturers. I mean, come on, man.
I'm
Sorry.
only saying this sarcastically, but the Toyota pace car might be the only Toyota leading this field today. Anyways,
Oh, come on, don't say that. Even though it
I
might
was
be
saying
true.
I gave the disclaimer. I was being sarcastic. I'm not being serious.
You know, it would be really funny if that was true. Like for the entire race, only the pace car was leading.
Yeah, well, there's only one way to find out, and that is to give the cars the green light to roll off pit road to start
Just
this race.
checking it, we have about 30 seconds before we are ready to start. I will tell you, for me personally, I believe that I don't know. It's really anyone's game. We know how super speed way races are, so we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean it's in
Also,
we've only got 14 cars, and so it'll be interesting just how the draft works. Will we have just one line?
Drivers, start your engines!
all right, I guess we're getting started.
There's a command.
Boogity boogity.
I just got some apples. I'll be able to talk.
Pace car's coming out. And here comes our racers. That 76 car. Amazing what they did in that paint booth.
I think if we had the best paint scheme award, I think the 76 would be in contention for that.
It is true. It is sponsoring America 250. 250 years of independence. So, I'd like...
Year this year.
That is true. Here they are. I will be honest, this 98 car, after pulling out win, I'll be surprised if it stays at the top of the championship, or in contention at the very least.
Yeah. Now, here's something interesting to think about. Coming to the green flag, as the cars roll into turns 1 and 2 and on the backstretch, don't be surprised to see a car pull out of the line and actually fall to the back of the pack just to get out of harm's way, because sometimes wrecks can happen early in these super speedway races. We've seen it happen. The most famous example I can think of is that of the 2003 Talladega Speedway with Linde and caused the 20 car wreck. At least 20 contenders.
One moment.
So,
It's looking to me like it's a little bit too loud. There we go. Sorry, guys. Alright, here they come.
It's gonna be a green flag this time.
It's gonna be a green flag. Here they go.
This
Talladega.
It's fast. It is unpredictable. Drivers, reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
It's time, boys. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Here they come. Around to the flag.
Steady, steady.
Green
And
flag!
Buggity. Let's go racing, boys!
So far, they're all staying together. The 29 car seems to be taking the lead for right now, followed by the 66 on the outside. But that 76 car is not... He's not gonna give up. Look at this. They're fanning out like a V.
The 29 is deciding which line does he want to get in front of. Does he want to get in front of the outside or the top line? He's choosing the bottom now. The 29 got a pretty decent jump on the green flag. He was very aware.
Is that 86 making a pass? That 86 looks like it's trying to make a pass. Well,
Yes.
looks like it's trying to take second from that 76 car. It looks like it is going to be second.
Yep. Looks like the 29 car led the first lap. Here comes 86 on first lead. lead change of the day.
Holy
We're not even
crap.
we're only a lap and a half into it.
Forget the lead change. Second place is also taken by the 43. Two teammates pushing each other. Look at this.
Yes, this is what we expected. This kind of aggressive racing. Here comes the 86 with the 95 looking on. The 9 and the 17. All lined up on the bottom, the first 4 spots. Here comes the 17 on the bottom with help from the 19.
Holy crap, look at this. Here they come. Look at this, the 9, despite not even shoot. The 9 taking 3rd, even though it took place last race. This is impressive. We've seen good comebacks. Oh, look at this, the 95's gonna try to make a pass.
Here comes 95 with help from the 9. Looks like we're gonna be side by side for the lead. The 86 got shuffled out. He has the 17 behind him. That 17 is really going to have to lay on the bumper, the 86, but the 95 is taking the lead.
Holy crap! We've had another lead change. Look at, they're 3 wide already. 3 wide. Coming to the finish line.
3 wide. It looks like there's 3 cars in the top lane that are trying to make things happen. It's very disorganized. The bottom lane has more help down there, so the bottom lane is disorganized. Either the rest of the cars are going to have to conjoin somehow and see if they can form a run. But it looks like the 97 is looking on.
With the 9!
Here comes the 9 on the bottom!
Holy crap! If that 9, the 9 passes. Look at this, the 9 takes the lead. With the 97 just the 97 passes the 9 with the 70. Wait, no. Is the 9 going to maintain its lead?
It's going to be side by side. He's going to lead this
No,
lap.
it's not. That 97 takes it. Look at that. The 75 also takes second place. Dear
Don't be
God.
surprised if you see that coming off of turn number 4 on the right on the last lap. Do not be surprised if we see the lead change maybe 2-3
Oh, look at
times
the
in last
98.
lap.
Here comes the 98. Trying to pass that 38 car, and he's going to make it. He's going to try and pass that 75. He's going to try and draft with the 97.
Yep,
Look
looks
at
like
that. We might have another lead change for us. Julian looks like it's going to take it to the line. Wait, no.
Here.
He's trying the block. He's trying. He's going to have to block 2 lanes. This is going to be hard, but looks like he's going to take it to the finish right now. And that 66, though, is going to try and pass him. Look at this. Here they come. Alright, I'm hearing we do a crank it up session. Alright, everyone mute for 2 laps. Let's give it to them. And we are back as the 43 crosses the start-finish line. Look at our lead changing so far. This is insane. 43 was the first winner of the Vanderlyn Cup Series. He is the only native Bahamas driver. And I must say, he's doing good. Look at the 19.
Here comes the 19. He's looking on the inside. Does the 9 push? 23 looks like he's going. Oh, looks like he's going to. But here comes the 95, giving the 19 help.
Well, looks like your prediction was wrong, Fisher. The 19 will lead the field. But will he lead it to the finish? Oh, but this might be taken.
Can he lead a lap, or will the 95 get there first?
It's going to be a drag race. It's going to be a drag race. And the 95 takes it from the 19. Oh, that is sad.
That could be rehearsal for the finish. That is wild.
It could
Here
be.
comes the 86 and the 11. And one of the new drivers in this field will out the 11. Can he lead his first lap today?
We'll see. This 86 car, though, might just take the lead from the 95. He's coming in on the inside, and he passes the 95. Oh, with the 11. Look at this. Doesn't...
Oh, here comes the 86 between the inside. Or the... I'm sorry, that's the 98. 3 wide.
Holy moly, this is insane. Look at this. Here they go.
Alright, the bottom lane has the momentum. The top lane is disorganized. It can get very disorganized when you start going
Oh, but look at
wide.
this. Two
here we
people
go.
coming into the inside trying to pass. That 98's going to try and pass the 11. But is he going to complete it? Oh,
Yeah,
that
it looks
looks...
like indecisive right now. They really don't know what they want to do. It looked like they tried to form a second lane there on the back. Really has to help, but no. I don't really understand what they're doing right now.
I guess that's true. They're just kind of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. 86 is your leader for this lap.
I mean, sometimes you just have to you really don't know what's going to work. So, it's early in this race. And, get out there, try and pass. Just see what your car will do. We had a limited practice. We only had one practice session, then we went into qualifying. And so these drivers had very limited time interacting with each other. And so really these open laps, they're just kind of learning what their cars are doing, and how they react to other cars and seeing what they're doing in the draft. How good can they stock up with current cars and we get this push on pass. And it looks like the 29 is going to try and get his position back in the lead, but the 97 shut the door pretty aggressively there. And the 29 is still looking on with help from the 66.
My goodness.
You know what? He's lurking back and forth. That 17 car.
Oh, the 66 makes a move. He's going to take third. That 66 is hungry. He's going to try and take second. He's taking second. The 17, Jimmy. I feel really bad for that 17 car after last week's race.
Yeah, heartbreak at Michigan. He got passed on the white flag lap down into turn number 1. The 98 just caught the 17 off guard and made the pass, and so he's hungry to get the win today here in Talladega.
They're up a single file.
Yep, it might be.
Oh, the 66 is going to try and pass its teammate.
Just as we said, it looks like guys are coming down. No, they are not. The 66 is going to make a charge for the lead and will pass the 97 with help from the 9.
Holy crap!
And the 75 and the 95.
But will he maintain this lead coming into the finish line? After all,
we'll see.
it looks like it might be a maybe, unless that 9 car decides to pass. And the 66 is your leader for this lap. My goodness.
And if I remember correctly, you get 5 points for this lap. So this is there's going to be a lot of drivers getting you get 5 bonus points for leading a lap. And if I think correctly, the 97 is really the only car who's won multiple laps. Look here.
Oh, look at the 9.
Here comes the 9.
And that
After-
Challenger overtakes 66 for the lead.
Yes.
Look who's behind him.
Light
Black
car.
Lightning. Oh, Black Lightning goes into pit. My goodness, I did not see that one coming. Look at these.
Yep, we got 4 cars pitting. Lap 14. So it appears that 14 laps is when the first cycle of pit stops. And you know, at Michigan, we saw when cars were pitting together that they were faster on the track, and that is definitely true, if not more true, here at Talladega Super Speedway. That you want to pit with other cars. You do not want to be caught out of the track, because if you are, then you're gonna have you're gonna be out of the draft. Your car's gonna be very slow, and you can get lapped that way. So, and it looks like these leaders are coming down pit road. Better not get caught for a speeding ticket or speeding on pit road. And it looks like majority of the other leaders are coming down pit road. So, looks like a majority of the lead pack is 29, 43 to 76, but they're kind of spread out. Typically, you want to be closer together. Off the pit road.
If I'm not mistaken, this means the 95 might be your leader with this first round of pit stops.
Yes, and yes, that would be the 95. I don't really know what they did, whether the cars took tires or they just did fuel only. Looking at the length of their pit stops, I'm assuming they took tires, which, you know, tires handling is not as big of an issue here at Talladega, like other tracks at Lake Michigan, but it plays a role. Normally, just getting fuel. So it looks like, the leaders go past the I don't think anybody went a lap down. Like that crazy blending here. All the cars going back and then packing.
This really is the blend.
Yeah. It looks like there's a couple cars that maybe got caught out. That's the 38 and the 98. I don't really know what happened there. Whether they those two cars pitted together, or I don't know.
Maybe. Looking at the scoreboard, no one is a lap down, but
nope. But there are 2 cars that are significantly behind, and that's the 38 and the 98. So they will need either, if they draft together, they can make up time, but they're going to need a caution.
It looks like your leader is the 97.
It's not surprising. 97 is fast today. And, you know, and when it comes to Super Speedway racing, of course, they have their bodies a little bit slicker. They seem to have just a little bit more reserve horsepower in their power plants and their engines. And so, the Fords are always faster at Super Speedways. But we have a Chevrolet taking the lead. That is the 95. Not if the 9 car can get there first, and here come the other cars sucking up to the leaders. The lead pack is getting formed again. It's like
dominating, showing a heavy force.
Yes.
I can't take my eyes off of that 77. Beautiful paint scheme.
It is a good looking car. We might have to have an award, a voting for on the YouTube channel, AJ, of, you know, the community voting who has the best looking car.
We had a great July 4th race. I would love to see that 76 car lead in there.
Oh yeah, that would be a sight to behold, that's for sure. Either that or the 100. So it looks like the cars have taken a mostly single file.
And as we come to lap 20, I believe we're going to have to go to a commercial break. So just pre-warning you guys, now I do have a question. Do you guys want me to move the race on to remove the scoreboard, or do you guys want me to go to the booth?
Let's do wide open coverage. So we'll just mute and we'll just be showing the race, because This is too good of action. You don't want to miss this.
Oh no, I mean I agree. Most people are probably gonna watch the after show after the race. Anyways. With that, we go to commercial break. I will see you all in a little bit. And we are back. Now, gentlemen, real quick, I do need to fix something. If you guys don't mind waiting a quick moment. I did not realize this was broken until just now. Are you guys alright if I fix this real quick?
Go for it.
That's fine. I mean, as long as, ladies and gentlemen, please.
Oh, never mind. It looks like I can't fix it. That's fine. I'll just have to fix it for next race. So what did we miss? Well, I can tell you, this is quite a change up. The 17 and the 86. Oh,
Steel City Racing remained within the top 10.
that's impressive, considering the 97 really drugged them down last race by staying lapped down for almost the entirety of the race. But it looks like the one that's almost a lap down is the 98! My goodness!
That is odd. 98 is really drafting. He was making moves for the lead. So I think on that pit cycle, that 98 must have either pitted by himself or didn't get the memo that other cars were pitting. Just must have been, something must have happened during the pit. The person that's the 98 got out of sequence. But here comes the 66 looking on the inside of the 76, going to try and make a move for the lead with help from the 9 car.
This is very interesting. Both are sponsored by the Wheeling and Lake Erie Railroad Company.
Whoa! Here comes a 43 looking
Whoa!
on the side of the line. 3 wide for second place.
The 43 takes it. Dear goodness. Listen, if we can get the 43 to win another race, that would be amazing.
Yep, he become the first multi-time winner. He'd be the first driver with 2 wins in this series. First win.
Looks like we have an actual live chat this time as well. For those of you who just joined, we already did our Crank It Up session. So, sorry, man. Also, see you later, Colton. But, Here we go. Look how far that 76 car has fell.
Yeah, shuffled out of the lead draft. Well, not shuffled out of the lead draft, but shuffled out of the lead. But he's actually 17, so don't count out.
Oh no. Oh, 86 is about to pass. So it's going to be a pass for second. And it's not going to work out. Let's see what the other car is.
The 86 is going to slam the door in the number 17. So the two drivers totaling today are the 66 and 97.
Let's check who's our last few racers. Here's the 98, who is almost a lap down.
Also, the 11, the 29 are way back. So
we'll see.
Know what happens.
There's almost a secondary pack here. Look at this.
Yep. And that's common at super speedways. You'll have the lead pack, and then you'll kind of have another pack that's just kind of racing by themselves. But all you have to do is just get single file drafting. We'll make up time that way. We've seen that happen in real life.
I'm sure they'll make it up once pit stops start happening for a second time. The 17 is your leader with the 9 coming in second place. The number 9 is, honestly, the paint scheme on that number 9 is minimal, but it works well. It was a partnership between Norfolk Southern and LabTech decided to help sponsor a NASCAR, which I think is very interesting, and I like it.
Yeah, it is. It's very neat, and it's appropriate that they sponsored a Chevrolet given its history with EMD locomotives. Obviously, all that moved on to Progressive Rail and MapTech. So also here comes a 43 looking on the inside. That Ally Ford Mustang moving on to the back bumper of the 17 Home Depot Ford.
43 it tries to make a pass. What happened to the 43?
Looks like he's coming to pit road. I don't know if he has one car coming with him. It's a 76, but that could put the 43 in the 76 lines. It's really not a good idea to pit with just 2 cars. Really should have waited.
I wonder if something happened. Because to me, that seems like something bad has happened. We'll just have to see here.
I think the only thing bad that happened is I did not see any smoke coming out of the back of the 43, so no mechanical failure.
Here comes the 86. I'd like to see the 86 get a win here. But it looks like all of our leaders come into pit road.
And it's not surprising that we see the 17 in the lead pack.
Oh, look at this. That secondary pack is just behind them.
Yep. It looks like the crew chiefs are getting their act together a little bit, and they're saying, we need to pit together. And it looks like, was that the 98 that was on pit road right there?
Yeah, 98's going to beat them all to pit road.
All right, well, if that 98, maybe that's how the 98 gets back in the lead draft here, because he's behind, and so I think he's going to be able to, we'll just have to see.
Here they come off pit road. My goodness. Looks like most of the field might be considered a lap down. Well, we'll just have to see after this first lap.
19 is 19 is currently in the lead right now. I don't know. They must have held out on not pitting.
Oh, but they just
Although
pitted. Look at that.
Interesting. Well, second place is just under 30 seconds behind. So that 19 can get on and off pit road. They might be trying to get a time advantage. You just don't know.
Oof, here comes the 17 to the line. The 17 is going to be your new leader with the 86 just behind it.
Ford, the Dodge.
Very interesting. Oh, look at this. The 86 is going to make a pass on the 17. That 17 driver already stated in a race interview he's going to try and be aggressive. Let's see him try to be aggressive. And it doesn't look like he's going to be. No,
Well,
he's
the
just going to let it.
Yeah, the 86 really 86 kind of had this low momentum there. He had the run to get past the 17, and the 17 didn't really bother to block it. But those two cars being side by side, it's going to allow those other cars to really get a good run and draft up. So you might see either a blindside pass here, or we're just going to see the cars come back into the line. I think it's going to be the latter. But here comes the 9 car. He's looking aggressive.
Ooh.
Yeah, that 17 right there and fell behind the 86. That was a lesson learned right there. Because look at that. That's going to start all the way back to this lead back here.
It's 3 wide. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. The 9 car to the lead. And this is a new car. So 9 car, a new car to this series is giving a good display for his sponsors. But here comes the 76. He's got something to say about it. As they come to the line, who's it gonna be?
Number 9 takes it. Look at the 43, just on the tail of that 76. The 76 passes the 9. The 43 also passes the 9. And the 17 is also going to pass the 9. What a awful race.
Yeah, this is interesting because the 43 and the 76 pitted together, but yet everyone else pitted as in the lead draft, but yet somehow they managed to, I guess, time it correctly, and they did not go up. They were in the lead draft. The 9 car got shuffled, winning out of the lead. He fell all the way back to the lead, or fell all the way to the back of those pack here. So
here comes here comes the 17 on the inside.
Yep, and you know that's the thing is, like, just because you get shuffled out of the lead, you fall back to the pack. As long as you stay in contact with the lead draft, like, it's really not a reason to panic. You just lift, fall back, and get your runs in.
That is true. It looks like we might. It looks like we might have the 95 and 66 catch up here, because I don't know if you guys saw that camera angle, but they were just catching up to the back of the lead pack. Is this 86 going to make a pass on 2 cars? 3 cars at that?
Looks like he's trying to. This 43 and the 17 are on that side there, but 86. This is interesting. The 86 and the 17 are currently side by side right now. Looks like nothing's going to happen there.
Let's go back to see who's behind them. Here's the 66 and the 95. They are just behind the lead pack. At least well,
They're
looks
way
like
behind.
Looks like they're further back than I thought.
Here's smart right now for the 90, the 95, and the 66 to kind of just like lift and let the pack behind them catch up, because then they can form single file and run down that lead pack. There's the 19.
19,
check the stats on him?
second to last. This is our last place car. And here's the 76.
Tough luck in the 98. He was running down and poking him. Got the win last week at Michigan, but We're at Talladega.
Yeah, well, Talladega sometimes isn't nice to the more experienced people, but the newer guys there, it's usually pretty forgiving to the newer guys. Here comes the 97 leading your pack side by side with the 76.
Like the 97 is going to try and make a bid.
My goodness. Our
Yeah,
lead
this is
pack
very
is only 6 cars.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen this competitive of pack racing since the early 2010s with the tandem era package. And the cars actually and that formed a lot of great aerodynamic runs. Are there some cars in front of this lead pack?
Yeah, actually, the 98 is in front of this lead pack.
All right, well, if I was a 98, you're probably going to go a lap down here, but don't panic. Give way to the leaders, but keep the hammer down and find that you can maintain and get your pace back. Because you might be able to get a run back and get your lap back, and then a caution can come out, and then boom, you can hit and you know, get back in the fight.
Your mic was going a little crazy there, but I think everyone kind of knows what you mean.
Okay.
.43, 17. Oh! A lot of moves from second and third place here. 43 has been changing its position a whole bunch. 97 is going to take that, though.
Yep. So looks like the 98 is going to take the top.
Ooh. The 97 is going to try and...
It looks like the 43 is going to kind of get caught. Okay, we have an impromptu two and a quarter lines that are forming here. They're 43 is only 86 is 3 wide. They were 3 wide for a moment. Looks like the leaders aren't exactly sure how to get around this 98 car, and it looks like he's just going to be, like I said, just going to become part of the lead pack here. Just know that 98 car is not racing for position. He's racing to keep the fans lead lap. This is almost a crystal clear remake of last week at Michigan, except it was the 98 on the lead lap and the 97 lap down.
That is true, but it looks like the 97 roles have been reversed here. Roles have definitely been reversed, but it looks like the 17 is going to be taking the lead for right now. They're trying past that 98. You know, I wonder, is that 98 going to cause trouble?
You know,
what if it?
I don't think he would. I don't think he would, because you don't want to tear up your race. You know, we're only like a quarter into this race, so conserve yourself. Beat and bang him, because you don't want to wreck. Because you don't want a wreck to happen. You're already a lap down. Don't cause a wreck, because NASCAR is gonna.
Yeah. I didn't even notice it's been almost an hour already.
AJ?
Yeah?
On the YouTube stream, it's got the graphic of the Wrangler 500 at Talladega / Wrangler Cup.
Yeah.
It's got the graphic there on the bottom of the screen.
Oh, the top. I had to move it because it was not showing the laps. That's what I was gonna change, but I'm not gonna change it mid-race, so it's gonna have to stay there until I can fix it later. Look at this. 76 takes the lead. 97 is just behind it. It's going to pass the 43 on the inside. And the number 9's going to pass the 43 on the inside. The 17 might try to pass. Oh, doesn't look like it, but he's getting pushed by that 98 car.
Yep.
76 wins that race. Or that lap, I should say. It would be cool to see the 76 lead, but I don't know if that's exactly going to happen.
We'll just have to see. We're this race. Lap 95 will mark halfway in this race. But once we pass lap 95, we'll be halfway through this 188 lap race.
Whew, this is going to be a long road. Oof!
7, and when that looked like the 43s coming to pit road, they must have figured out something. And
here comes the 95 off pit road. This might mean that our leaders might have to hit soon.
It does. And they're hitting at about 14, 15 lap intervals. I don't really know why. This is something we should, side note, this is something, AJ, we should, see what settings have to change so they can extend their pit cycles to, like, realistic pit intervals. Because realistically, a pit interval here at Talladega should be, like, 35, 40 laps at the max. And so,
then again, it is a very warm day here, so it could just be eating up tires a little bit more abnormally than usual.
Yeah, or something, the temperature is causing the engines to run a little bit harder. Typically in the draft, you don't have to go wide open throttle. You can maintain the same speed and pace as the leader is, not have to go full throttle. And so maybe some of the cars that are running by themselves are having to run full throttle and they're using more fuel, which that is a big thing with the actual NASCAR Gen 7 cars, that super speedways at Daytona and Talladega. That fuel strategy is one of those. It's a very big thing. So,
well, we'll just have to see what they decide to do.
yeah, the field is very, very strong.
Well, the one thing about usually these super speedways, if it's really strung out, most of these cars are going to slow down, and usually, from what I've seen at least, they're going to start come together. They're going to start to come together and at least form 2 packs. Now, I wonder if this 98 car is going to stay out and try to... what does it say? Maybe. I'm kind of surprised there hasn't been a caution yet.
Well, green flag runs happen at Talladega. All 3 Talladega races, that's why Talladega is just known as an unpredictable racetrack. You're going to get a day with very few cautions, or you're going to get a race where it's an absolute wreck fest. You just don't know. But what we've seen so far with races in the Vanderbilt Cup, we usually get fairly into a race. I can't remember exactly what the first caution was for Michigan was, but I know it was at least 50 laps into the race.
It took a while, and we're almost at 50 laps here at Dega.
Yep. What's the fastest lap?
Fastest lap is held by the 86 at 47 point... Oh, wait. Wait a minute. That doesn't look right. It does say the fast... At the top, it says the fastest lap is 86. Actually, no, that's right. Never mind. Fastest lap is the 86 at 47.945. And impressive.
Wow.
Slowest lap has been the 11 so far.
And 48.265.
Not bad, and here comes, like I said, here comes the formation of our lead pack. But it looks like it's about all of the same guys we saw before.
Yep, and the 43 and the 76. I don't know what their chiefs of the 43 and the 76 must have been communicating. They've clearly figured out a strategy because even though they picked they managed to find the lead pack. So, and you know, from what I've seen there, they're actually hitting first. So I think they're just getting that jump. You know, even though they pit earlier, they don't. They're undercutting. They're under themselves in the lead pack. So. And another thing that I've noticed about cars coming down pit road is that you do not want to lock up the tires coming down pit road because then you have to put on tires and just take a fuel and that can be strategy. So.
True. Looks like the 9 is leading. 43 is falling back. I am very curious. We've been focusing a lot more on our lead pack. Let's look at the secondary pack. Well, here they are. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, it's like there's the 86 that's running by himself, and at the 95, the 98, 29 back there. Nope, that's a 38, 95, 66, and one other car in there that I can't quite tell what it is.
The 66? The 11, you mean?
Yes, that's the 11. Looking for new cars.
The
Where's
11?
The
29?
It's a 29 car, right? Like just running by itself.
Where is... That's a good question. Where is the 29?
Did the 29
Oh.
DNF? No, there he is.
These... Wow. Way out there, that's for sure.
Yeah, the 29 car is basically praying for a caution right now.
Well, I wouldn't blame him.
And a caution would obviously.
Hey, we might be seeing one here.
9.
17 on the inside of the 76. Oof. The 9's giving him quite a push.
That he is. It's I haven't noticed any drivers they're just moving it. They're just going up to the car behind them, giving them a very strong aerodynamic push. And for reference, pump drafting is when the car behind uses its bumper to physically make contact to give the car in front of them a run. Momentum for that. That's also a very big causer of wrecks if cars getting squirrely and turned around.
I'm sure there's people out there hoping for a wreck right now.
Well, you know, believe it or not, we've seen caution-free races at Talladega. It's not a question that we don't have any stages, so. If caution doesn't happen, then well, it is what it is.
I guess. Oh, look at this. 11 is leading the second pack.
Yeah, and you know, I'm noticing these guys are racing each other, going through the line and everything. They really need to get into a single file line if they have any hope.
Oh, speaking of devil.
Who was that pitting back there? Is that the 36?
Let's see. Who was that?
Was it 19?
No one.
No one on pit road. What happened there?
19 might be putting a lap down.
Yeah, the 19 is way out of the lead draft here. The 43 car.
Leading.
43, 76, 97, 98 has managed to maintain contact with this lead pack, which, like I said, if he can manage to only get out front of this lead pack, get his lap back, I believe once the 43 passes the 19 here, it'll be the 19 and the 98. And so I believe the 98 will be the first car, or it'll be the 19. So you might actually see some racing between the 98 and the 19, trying to get the first car lap down, because the first car lap down will get us lap down. And if the 97 and or the 98 and the 19 are still lap down, then it would get there. Yeah, that's kind of the Achilles heel of the 97 last week in Michigan is that Michigan's getting well, but 97 never got away from it. They always pitted with the leaders, and so they always, so kind of like out of their own fault, they always stayed a lot better.
Yeah, but it looks like they might have straightened themselves up after last time. At least.
Yeah.
Then again,
heard
he is with the leaders, so you know he's probably using the same pit strategy, just actually applied to the lead lap.
Yeah, the 90 or the 43 tried to spin the door on the.
Oh my goodness!
The 97 was there. Did you see the 43 car like shot back in the right?
See,
the 97 was not going to be denied right there. The 97 didn't lead.
but look at this. We have our first ever 2 laps down. The 86 is 2 laps down, and it's gonna looks like it's gonna be look at this. 17, 97. Ooh, the 97 loses it and gets passed by the 7. Ooh, looks like the 98's gonna try and attempt to pass the 17.
Yeah, it's the 98 where it's
Well, we've seen them.
Racing just ladies and gentlemen, we have a new guest to our booth, River Dude 7470.
Hello, Jimmy. Welcome to the booth.
Yes.
Look at this. In fact, Jimmy in the 17 is leading.
I am simultaneously in the booth and in my car.
You're the robot body double. It's fine.
I'm the damn it! I didn't want to be a clanker.
I don't think we can say that. What is happening with the 86? It's 4 laps down. Hold on, we need to see this. The 86 is stuck at pit road. What is going on?
Possible engine failure, possible mechanical problems. I mean,
This
the
is not
engine
good for 86.
The exhaust manifold fell off.
Probably.
I genuinely had to deal with that before in my auto shop one day.
Oh my goodness, this is not good. Here comes the 75 off pit road.
Renz Turner by day, Racer by night. River do 70%.
Yes.
Now, I hope you know, Jimmy, you are one of the pole favorites for this race, along with the 76. I feel like the 76 is mostly based off paint scheme alone, but everyone loved your performance in Michigan with the 17.
Nice. Of course, it isn't my preferred vehicle, but it'll do.
Something about you're not allowed to race a Craftsman truck in the Cup Series.
Something about I'm not allowed to drive a truck in the middle of a NASCAR series, a Cup series. That I don't know. They didn't explain the full details to me.
Here comes our leader down pit road, and look, the Toyota is your pit car. He's
The
the pace
Toyota-
car for the pit.
I am going to pit maneuver the Toyota. That gave me a very slight concussion on Friday.
Yeah, probably from banging your head against the wall.
Oh no.
Alright.
I thought it was high enough. It was not. It was not high enough on the hydraulic lift. I was walking towards it with a ratchet. The steering hit me right in the forehead.
Look at this. The 86 is out, but he's 6 laps down.
Oh,
Well, unless we get a bunch of cautions, the 86 is practically out of this race at this point. Unless, like I said, unless we get a bunch of laps. So, possible just bad hit strategy here today at Talladega is putting a lot of these cars out of contention.
I don't think it's just that really. I feel like something happened with the 86. I already heard something from Frank that something might have been happening, but we haven't heard much from the pit crew or even the crew chief. From what I have been told, they would prefer to stay silent on this matter.
Okay. I can just have to wait
that
until.
ain't giving me the hope for the 86.
But that 86 car is going to try to make up these laps.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you want to take advantage of leaders. 17. Drafting together. They should cycle out and be the leader.
Probably. We'll just have to see here.
I think we should do a crank it up segment.
I thought we already did one at the beginning, but I guess we could do one. All here for a crank it up session. Say aye.
Oh, what?
Timmy, open your ear holes.
No, I heard it, but what was that? It's my first time in the booth.
Watch the cars run.
Come on, 17.
I feel bad. That 19 and 98, they're both a lap down. But look at this, the 86 made a lap back. Oh, look at that.
That he did. The 98 and the 19 are both fighting to stay on the lead lap now. If the pressure like down, they would get their lap back because instead of being behind them, they would stay just one lap down because if the 97 is to pass them, then that's going to put them flat.
Oh, the 98 passes the 97. What did I say at the beginning of this race? I really wanted to see the Pittsburgh teams win, but looks like 97 might take it home. That 66 car has fallen way back here at Talladega.
Yeah, which is interesting because on the lead back, it was big move to the lead. It was very competitive. So, it looks like the 98 got shuffled out. The 19 on the bottom, 43 to the lead. And that's going to put the 98 2 laps. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 lap down.
Come on, 17.
You know, if the 19 wasn't a lap down, he'd be your leader, but unfortunately, it looks like Dan is not going to be leading anytime soon. But hey, if a caution comes out, you never know.
Yep.
98 is still considered a lap down. But the 19's on the lead lap. and 17 is your current leader. Ooh! Well, technically, wouldn't have made much of a difference. That 98 car is still a lap down.
Yep.
It looks like he's going to try and stay on the lead lap by passing that 17 car. And now... Huh. Look at this. The 80... Oh, wait. I had them the wrong side. Sorry. Huh. This 86 car... That looks like the lap he made up is about to be taken away from him.
About to pull a chick hicks up in the
I'd like to see that, but we'll see. The 97 takes the lead from the 17. Wait.
I'm gonna drop kick the 86 out of the lead.
Look at this. 3 cars that look like they're trying to lead the field aren't. They are almost, one's 5 laps down. The other 2 are pretty much a lap down.
Single file line,
everybody. Takes the lead, though. It looks like they're going to be hoping for a caution here soon. There's a lot of movement. They're trying to shuffle out. That 17, though, is behind that slow 19. That 19...
Sorry.
It's alright. I've heard that 19 is one of the slowest cars in the field. And that's not going to help that 17.
No, it is not. And the last 3 tracks we've been to, we want to have aerodynamic, great package. Great aerodynamics, great engine package.
The aerodynamics in all of these cars are close to the same, so I'm very, I don't know how this is going to turn out in the end.
Yep, here comes the 29. Almost said 29 car to the lead, but
29 is going to be a lap down. Well, 98's a lap down now. It looks like if one of these front row cars passes, then we'll have just about 4 cars that are more than 1 lap down. 1 lap down or more. That number 9 is going to try and take it from him. But the 17 is hot on the 9's tail. But if that 29 wasn't there, I bet that 17 would pass. But the 17 is going to make a pass.
Here comes the 17 on the inside. He's not going to get there. The 9 car will shut the door.
Blocked by the 9. Coming to the line. 9 takes it.
About to turn on Johnny Cash's The General Lee with this one.
Well, we don't feel like getting copyright today.
I am allowed to say the name. I am not allowed to.
That is true.
Here comes the 17. With help from the 97. He's looking on the inside of the 9 car. Looking for the lead.
Ooh, 17 passes the 9 on the inside. Oh, but this 97, hot on that 17's tail. Ooh, they're side by side, but that looks like that 97 is going to try and bump the 17. Well, 17 is going to be in the middle. 17 is your leader for that lap. Holy crap, this 17 has a good chance of winning this race.
Now, what does the 17 do here? He's the bottom lanes. He's 17 work the lanes. Inside, outside, aerodynamically, and he control the race and control the lines behind him. Looks like it'll be 3 wide for second place with the 98 car in the middle. Looks like the 97 is going to get shuffled out with the 43. The 17.
Just remember that 98 car is still, if I remember correctly, 1 lap down.
I just realized that I got Norfolk Southern on the anus end of my car.
Did you say it like that?
Hell, man, phrasing.
I'm very professional.
Yeah, very, very, very. Look at this. The 17. Is he gonna try and block that 43 car?
Looks like he's trying to. The 17 has been trying to understand and trying to figure out how to work the line, so that in the closing laps of this race, can he successfully block uh, the block the lanes and bring himself bring home a trophy. Now, the funny now, what's kind of funny here is that um, one of the leaders is trying to actually push one of the lap cars and get around the 17. Gets the 17 side by side with the lap car, and then another leader could try
Got 98.
Ooh. That number 9 car is the only car on this lap that isn't a lap down. He's on the lead lap. I hope you guys know it's thunderstorming outside my booth right now. So if you hear lightning strikes, it's just the AC/DC band. Don't worry about it.
but it is clear when we are 74 laps into this race.
Hey, it might be. I'd like to see that.
Well, I just downed 5 cans of fruit punch. I'ma go grab me some oil.
What? Did you just say oil?
Yep.
I already hear the national anthem playing. Oh, just as you say that, the 9 is gonna be so. Oh no!
The 98 pit road. I think that was the 19 and the 43 were pitting together.
You know, I don't know if that's smart or not, but it could be smart. I mean, think about it. If pit stops are gonna start, then if you pit first, then you can probably make up a lap. But then again, we'll see what happens.
But the thing is, you have to think of it so that you can form a pack, a drafting pack. And so,
yeah, that could screw him over a little bit. We'll just have to see.
That was
9's passing.
Looks like the 17, the 29, and the 86. Oh, the other cars are not pitting. The 43 and others. The team is handling track. This 97 and the 9 and the 43.
Looks like some of the other cars are also. Here's the fan favorite, the 76.
Yeah,
One of the.
You're going down.
What I think is causing this field to be spread out is that not everyone is pitting together. Cars are pitting alone. Cars are, they're only pitting with one other car, and so they're not pitting together. And so that's what's causing this very spread out field. And they don't run enough laps, really. There's only 14, 15 laps between pit intervals, and so these guys aren't really running that many laps. Maybe it's about the 10th or 11th lap in the pit, between pit intervals that the oil
We got a lot of the field almost a lap down.
Yeah, looks like the 9 cars taking the lead with the 97, the 76, the 17, the 43, 75, 66, 11, 95, 38 on the lead draft.
Looks like that's going to be changing here. With our, if I remember correctly, this is our 3rd round of pit stops.
No, this is like our 5th.
Well, that's alright. And with that, we'll go to commercial break. Thank you all for being with us for right now. We will be right back after these messages.
My choo-choo went boom boom. Yes. Anyways, I'm gonna take this time to go get me a snack.
And we are back. Oh, there we go. Let's see what we missed here. At Talladega. And it looks like this is our new lead pack. Well, let me see. Scratch that. A lot of these cars are still a lap down. Most of the lead pack is a lap down. Huh. The 19, the 86, the 98, and the 29 are all a lap down in this lead pack. This might be a sweep if there's not a caution. We're gonna have to avoid not playing that on air, but if he wants to, he can. I don't know why he would. He's in 6th position right now, still trying to climb up. He was doing good at the beginning of this race, but looks like the Talladega struck, and it struck hard.
Yep. So, for actual NASCAR racing, the Goodyear is at lap 2, which is the 12th, which is we're 13 laps into stage number 2 at lap 103 in the actual race. Kyle Larson is leading with third, fourth, Chase Elliott 5th, Austin Cindric 6th, Daniel Suarez in 7th, Ryan Preece in 8th, Chase Briscoe in 9th, Denny Hamlin in 11th, Eric Jones in 12th, Trevor Wallace in 14th, Russ Chastain in 14th, Christopher Bell in 16th, Riley Hurt in 17th, Kyle Busch in 18th, Tyler Reddick in 19th, Michael McDowell in 21st, Shane Van Gisbergen in 22nd, Carson Hosepan in 3rd, and 24th, Thomas Village in 25th, Joey Logano in 26th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 27th, Josh Berry in 28th, Noah Gregson in 29th, Johan Nemechek in 30th, AJ Allmendinger in 31st, Cole Custer in 32nd, Justin Allgaier in 33rd, Ty Dillon in 34th, Todd Gilliland in 35th, Cody Ware in 36th, and coming up.
I'm about to lock in, bro. I got a bowl of cheese bars, a bowl of barbecue chips, and 2 brownies.
Sounds like a master class.
Oh my goodness. Well, if anyone in the group is locked in, it's Rare Duke 7470.
And
Yeah,
I
I'm
really
okay.
hope he pulls out the win here, but he's going to have to pass that 43. The 17 and the 43 have been pretty competitive in this lead pack all day. Oh, but look at this, the number 9. I
Yep,
will tell you, I believe for this entire race, the 43, the 9, and 17 are going to be our top 3s, or at the very least our top 5s.
Yep. I would inclined to agree. 43 is the 16, 9 the 97. They've shown that they're the cars to look for. Cars to beat in this race.
Jimmy, I hope you bought champagne for this, because you might be taking your first little ride down Victory Lane.
There's a small problem with that. I may or may not have spent all the sponsor money on fruit punch.
Dang it, Jimmy, what did we tell you about this? This is the 16,000th time this year. How many times we have to keep telling you this, old man?
We haven't even gotten to the first number.
Darn.
Yeah, the that's the root addict. He spent all his money on A&W.
You know, it's very ironic you bring that up. If we can come back to this part of the pack, the number 11, if you'll look in this. So, the number 11 is one of our few cars to be sponsored by Sugar Cane Soda. I mean, some of the sponsors are Frosty's Root Beer, Jones's, IBC, if I remember correctly.
I'm about to get crucified, but I'm not a soda guy.
You know, that's valid. That's fair enough.
I didn't get crucified.
No, you got those stuff like the news that
You know, it's very funny that all the cars that are a lap down right now are, technically they're ahead of our leaders, so meaning they're just barely not a lap down. Like, barely. Fastest lap so far is still held by the 86 car, despite being 6 laps down. Do you guys think that we should give bonus points to the fastest lap? Alright then.
it depends on how you I mean, it would be fun to have okay, who's the fastest lap holder? It'd be fun for people to compete, but I really don't know how to think about that.
We'll have to see.
I'm about to empty this entire thing of cheese balls.
You know, what's this? The driver of the 17 is throwing cheese balls at his competitors. He is just chucking them. He's like a pea shooter, but for freaking cheese balls.
Very accurate. Trust.
You know, NASCAR is saying they're thinking about putting out a debris caution because of the cheese balls.
The caution has come out because of Jimmy's cheese ball addiction.
No, it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. There are too many balls in this race. Okay. Looks like our lap down cars are pitting, and it looks like the 9 is gonna take the. Wait a minute. Something doesn't seem right here. The 9 is. Oh, wait. Yeah, the 9's a leader. Scoreboard was screwed up there, sorry. The number 9. Well, that's true. This 9 definitely has.
Here they come. They're closing. They're closing.
They're closing. Alright. 43 on the outside. Can try and pass the 9. Oh, that is a good pass by the 43. That 9 is losing it. 17 is going to take third. That 86 car is still 6 laps down, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 6 laps down. Up 43 pits. 17 is now going to be your leader. Keep forgetting it's right
I'm gonna go crack open another fruit punch.
Goodness, Jim, it's like that guy who has... those of you who watch The Russian Badger, he has, like, one guy who just kept opening Sprites.
I got 2 whole new packages.
Oh, dear God.
They're all 12 packs.
At least share some with us.
Nah.
You have enough for the whole class?
What class? I'm in my car. There ain't no one else in here with me.
The 17 pits! Leaving the 9 as your new leader. Lakeshore leads this lap. Wow.
Interesting, because the 90, because, I mean, eventually the 9 hit. I'm not really sure what the 9 is thinking right here, pit strategy-wise, because he might
He's
be
on
one of
older
the last
tires.
guys to hit pit cycle.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be on older tires now with everyone coming out, and he's going to be, if he pits, he might be put at the back of the pack, ending his whole shtick with being at the front row. But we'll just have to see here. You never truly know until the time comes, and he is pitting.
He is pitting. We're only 4 laps though from halfway. Lap 95.
True.
Gonna be.
I'm about to start chucking cheese balls at my opponents again.
Goodness gracious. Let's focus on the 17 here. Probably they have too many cheese balls all over their cars. Thanks a lot, Jimmy.
Got Bessemer and Lake Erie orange all over the car.
I mean, we haven't seen him in the pack all day, but the 38, he'd probably enjoy some cheese balls.
I'm just imagining the driver with the 38 just taking his
I'll hand him the whole damn ball.
Look, he also has
if he
NS.
eventually gets to the front.
He also has NS as a sponsor. Technically 3 if you count the 9 car. And it looks like the 9 is still your lead.
I'm going to attempt to see if I can eat approximately 230 cheese balls in the next one sitting.
We might need to perform CPR in the booth. You know, I'd really honestly rather have a drunken 43 driver come in here than a freaking choking Jimmy. Jimmy, I don't want to go mouth to mouth, man. You don't? Okay, good. Now, you can continue what you're doing. I'm gonna put a log on your chest, and then I'm gonna take an axe and hit it. The force of the impact will push the cheese balls out of your mouth like a pellet gun. We're gonna be sending the first cheese ball to the moon, boys. Did they make up those laps? No, they're still pretty far. Oh well. 98 and 29 are still left down. 19 is just a little... Nah, he's a lap down now. Dang.
About to have a 17's funniest moments. He started chucking cheese balls at everybody.
Anyway, getting back to the shenanigans. The 9 car is still leading. Nope, the 43 car back to the top spot. You have the 43, the 17, the 86, the 19, and the 98 are all laps down.
You know, these lap down cars in the lead pack is going to make it very hard for these guys to get through.
It is, but also it is kind of the incentive of you're the leaders, you're way out front. Really no incentive to race any of those lap down cars. Just kind of sit in line and just kind of ride it out.
That is true, but then again, if any of these lap down cars have any grudges, they can easily change the outcome of this race.
They could definitely blocking. Yep. I can see what
Here comes Jimmy, like a heat-seeking missile on the back of that 9.
Oh yeah.
The steering wheel is covered in cheese.
Someone in chat just said, "Make it rain cheese balls."
Off the wheel. It's covered in cheddar cheese.
Great. Now I'm imagining. Oh goodness, I'm hearing the crew chief of the 17 is grabbing a microfiber towel and dumping it in bleach. And the next time the 17 comes in the pit, they're going to wipe the crust off his steering wheel. No, they have they take like an Utz container of cheese balls and they wear it as a hat. That would be extremely funny.
So, does that mean
You've all seen Spaceballs, but have you seen cheese balls?
The lost planet of cheese. Jesus Christ.
The 17 car has spent a 98 car to cheese?
Gotta have CPR show up because one more joke, I'm a choke on it.
I'm just saying, Jimmy, I'm not joking when I say this. Your crew chief, I was just listening in to what he was saying, and he says that he got a call just a little bit ago, which is why the radio went silent. He wants you to be sponsored by Utz.
Buddy, that is the brand of cheese balls I'm eating right now.
It's the best
Not
kind.
Even joking.
You know, this is the Wrangler 500, but instead we're talking about other brands. You know, I'm just... My goodness, man,
Anyways,
this is insane.
Anyways, moving on from the shenanigans in the booth here, we are past halfway in this race. Lap 95 officially marked halfway. We are getting down to the distance here at Talladega. When we come around to lap 101, we will have 87 laps to go here at Talladega. The 43 car is the 17, and then the 9 car is leading here at Talladega.
I'll be honest. Here comes cheese balls. I mean Jimmy.
I think the 9 car led that lap. The 17 car will take the lead, and the 43 will take second, and the 9 car will take third.
Is the 17 just gonna make it? Oh, 17's making the ultimate pass in these lap down cars. I hope you know, 17, you're never gonna live that down. Your new nickname's probably gonna be the cheese baller.
Alright, bet.
This man knows cheese ball.
Of cheese.
Here comes the 43 and the 17.
I'll tell you what, Blair's been racing the 17 all day really hard. I would not be surprised if that...
Why'd you have a dog in your car?
Why is that the most concerning thing I've heard? Why do you have a dog in your car? So you're telling me if someone pit maneuvers you, that dog is gonna go flying? You know, are you sure? He's gonna go flying out the window. He just sounds like Goofy. Oh my goodness. You just have him on a leash in the car, and as he goes out the window net, he just starts flying like a flag.
He just goes, oh!
You do not need to recreate Snoopy flying an airplane.
Gentlemen, I have bad news.
Here, Talladega.
Okay!
You spelled my name wrong. You spelled my name wrong.
Gentlemen, we're gonna have to